Eric here, and I'm one of the admins on the Seesaw Facebook group. The purpose of this video, I wanted to show you folders and some different things about folders. Now, many of you might be aware that you can use folders in your Seesaw journal or in activities, but you might not know why you would use them or how they work. So I'm going to take you through that in my fake class here and just show you some folder basics and some other tips for using folders. So number one, where do you create folders? You can create folders in a number of different places. Number one, you can click below any post and click the folder icon. From here, you can tag folders or you can create them. Another spot is right over here. You can see right now I'm in the class journal, and I can view folders or manage folders and create them right from here as well. Okay? Now, the next thing you need to know about folders beyond creating them is once you've got them created, can I go back through and organize some of my posts? And the answer is yes. So you can organize posts after the fact by clicking on the folder icon and then either creating or tagging that work to folders. Now, what I mean by tagging is these folders aren't like folders on your desktop or your computer or in Google Drive. You don't drop things into them and they go away. What these actually do is they just tag a post so that later, if you search by second trimester, or whatever you have as the folder name, it will only show items that are in that folder. Okay, so you can notice too that I tagged this particular post to two different folders at once. This is kind of nice, so now I can find this post if I search by reading or by second trimester. All right, and I know a lot of teachers are starting their second trimesters right now. If you're running trimesters, this is a great way to be able to go back and you can find all your posts from second trimester a little bit easier than having to use the calendar. Okay, now let me show you one more thing while we're in here talking about viewing these. So I can go to my folder in my class journal and say, show me all my second trimester posts, right? And it's automatically going to take those and only show you items that were tagged to that second trimester folder. But if you tap on a student's name, like if I tap on Darlene here, I can say I only want to see things that are in Darlene's second trimester folder. So now it breaks it down even further to where I'm only seeing her posts that are in that folder. So this is super handy when you're going back to look through work, and it's also really handy if you're doing parent-teacher conferences. One other thing you should know about this is these folders work even if you haven't approved work. So if Darlene had turned this in, but I hadn't approved it yet, they're still in the folders, and you can still look at them inside of certain folders. All right, so let's move on to the next thing, which is this is the most important thing in my mind with folders, which is pre-tagging activities, which means putting things into a folder before you ever even send them out to students. So I want you to notice I have this short A activity I share with my students. And you'll notice right down here, it says second trimester and reading. So it's already in a folder. This helps you in a number of ways. First of all, if you're a student or teacher, you can click on this folder next to the assigned to class button and say, you know what, I only want to see things that are in the second trimester folder or in math or whatever. It will get rid of all the other assignments in the feed and just show those. This is really nice if you want to do like a Monday folder or a folder if you're a specials teacher. It could be for art, or it just makes it so much easier for kids to find your posts as they start to move down that activities timeline here. And we all know they can get buried down here. All right, students can do that too. They can also search just like you could. Now, how I did this is I went to assign an activity like normal, okay? And then let's say I'm going to do this conference reflection. When I go to assign it, when I'm on this page here, before I assign it to my class, I go over here to edit students, folders, and skills. I click there, and I go to the folders little tab here. Then I say, you know what? This is for conferences. So I'm going to put it in the conference folder and then in second trimester. Okay, I could even do more than that if I wanted to. Okay, oh, and right down here, if you don't see the folder, like, oh, I forgot to create it, you can do it right down here. There we go. Now I'm going to assign it to my class. Now when I go back to my activities feed, you're going to notice that that assignment that I just put in here is going to be automatically added to that folder. Now, not only does it make it easier for students to find it in the activities feed, but after they respond, it's automatically put in that folder as well. So let's pretend I have a student here. Let's use Sam. And Sam, he responds to this activity and then turns it in. Okay? All right. Now you'll notice right down here at the bottom, it automatically put his response into those folders. So whether I am going through and approving work or I've already approved them, I can quickly go to the class journal and say, I just want to see what's in the conference folder. Or even better, I just want to go to Sam's journal and see what is in Sam's conference folder, and there it is. So great for finding work, really great for parent-teacher conferences, really useful for just organizing your Seesaw class in general. If you have any questions about folders, put them down below, and I'll be happy to help you out. Thanks for watching.